right, welcome back For All I Know podcast, episode number 2.
Episode number 2.
Yes, sir. Welcome back.
Hey, I appreciate everybody with the feedback and shit
Yeah.
too, man. That was cool.
Yeah.
Giving us some motivation to keep this shit
Exactly.
going.
It was a lot of good feedback. I didn't get anybody hating, so I guess we're not doing good enough.
Right.
I want some haters. Where the haters at? I want some hateful comments. But yeah, we got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Tekashi. I know you have some juicy topics that you were bringing up.
Most definitely.
I want to touch on sacrifice, not human sacrifice. We're not sacrificing anybody, but I mean, just like what it takes to get where you want to go. You know what I mean? And like the type of sacrifices people make. And I think it's just an interesting topic.
I think it's a great topic.
But welcome back. You were just in San Diego.
Yep, fresh off that plane, man.
Fresh off the plane.
Came straight here.
Yeah, he really
here,
did, though.
baby.
I was hitting. I was like, where you at, bro? Come on, we got it.
Dude, hey, on my way back, I'm on BART. This fool got his laptop jacked. An old white dude. I felt so bad, bro.
How, like
I felt
60?
so bad. Bro, up there. Damn. Like all gray hair. He had like a black pea coat.
Oh, man.
He was like, help, stop. And I look back and these little kids are just running, bro.
Damn.
Running up the stairs, gone.
Oh, so it wasn't on the train. It was like outside of the train?
No, it was on the train.
Oh, but they
grabbed his shit and ran off the train
Damn.
and ran upstairs.
That's messed up, dude.
Crazy. I was like, damn. And I saw him walk past me on the bar ride. And I'm like, I see this shit happen so often.
Yeah.
I know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Damn, poor dude.
Yeah, man.
That's
fucked
unfortunate. For real, that's messed up.
But San Diego was good.
Yeah.
Went whale watching. Went to the zoo.
That's,
saw
you
some
sent me some pictures of those
some
mountain
amazing
lions.
shit. Yeah, right.
Like, thanks, bro. They're coming for you.
I was looking at the mountain lion like, there's no way a motherfucker strangled one of these. Bro.
That's why I was looking at the
I'm
pictures.
like, bro, this shit's so big, bro. You should have saw how I was eating that meat. I'm like, nah, fake story.
For real, I bet.
But the zoo made me realize I'm not ready for kids, dude.
Oh
my God, there's so many little kids running around,
Go ahead.
stepping on my shoes and shit,
Ooh.
crying, yelling. Oh, I was so annoyed.
Dude, that's for real. That's okay. That's a huge thing for me. Is like, if you don't know how to parent your kid, why the hell you got kids in the first place?
You gotta have patience, dude.
Patience.
Or you gotta have a belt.
For real. Well, that's the thing. It's true, man. I hate to say it, but I'm like, I don't mean it in a bad way, but I'm for sure beat my kids.
I ain't gonna beat my kids, but they gonna get.
Well, that's what I mean. I'm not gonna be sitting there like, what's your problem? I'm gonna be like spanking their booties,
Man.
Because like, if you gotta raise your kids, and like that's the most annoying thing to me is like when I'm out in public and there's a parent and these kids are screaming, yelling, running around. Like I was at the restaurant the other day and I saw this family who was sitting down and there was one kid who had spilled his water or soda all over the ground, and they didn't flinch. And the kid's like standing there, like jumping in the water and like playing around, screaming hella loud. And I'm sitting there thinking like, are you joking me right now?
Yeah.
And I look over and I see the people who have to clean this up and they're like looking at this family like hella like upset.
Shaking their heads.
Yeah, it's like, are you
like y'all better not order no more food?
Exactly.
Or I'm about to.
Yeah, and then one of the guys comes over with the wet floor signs and like puts it like right next to the kid. But then the kid like comes over to our table and like me and my girl are eating. He's like looking at us like,
You don't get the fuck up
for real. It's like, I'm trying to enjoy my food. Push him over. Oh, he must have tripped.
Man.
Kids,
Yeah, little kids are crazy, dude. Motherfucker kept stepping on my shoes. I just got these shoes, bro. His mom's like, I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, one of those
bet
fake
you are
little.
sorry, mother.
Gonna be sorry when I throw your kid in the cage with the monkeys.
Man, for real.
Dude, that kids need to be parented.
Yeah.
Kids need to be. But you were saying before you walked in, you're like, I got a juicy topic for you.
Oh my God, bro. So before we went to San Diego, I'm hanging out with this my lady friend and her friend, which is a guy, and his girlfriend, his new girlfriend. So my girl and her friend have been friends since they were like 12 years old.
Okay.
Friends forever.
Long
right?
time, yeah.
So it's the first time they've seen each other in hella long. He wants to introduce her to her because they're hella good friends. First time meeting.
Is this the first time you're meeting her friend too?
Exactly.
Okay.
First time. So he's hella cool, right? We chopping it up, talking about sports betting, hella shit, right?
Okay.
Cool dude.
Hitting it off.
So I guess his girl asked my lady friend, does he have a big penis? She told me this, right? So after we take an Uber home, we're kicking it. She's like, yeah, I can't believe she asked if you had a big dick.
Oh my God.
I was like, what? You better put some respect on my name.
That's it for real. Like, would you tell him though? Dude.
But I was so shocked, bro. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
damn, that's weird, dude.
Weird, bro.
She must have been trying to come on you or something.
It wasn't like that. She was friendly. She was cool peoples. But it was still like, why would you ask that question?
Yeah. Like hella out of pocket. Like just hella like, oh.
Out the blue. Like just.
Well, you guys were probably drinking though, obviously, right?
We were drinking.
Oh, okay, so she was probably.
Shout out Kendall. What's her name? Blonde chick went to Foothill.
Kendall Jenner?
Kendall LeClaire, I think her name is.
I don't know who that is.
She went to Foothill. She's the bartender there. I tipped her big. Shout out Kendall.
She probably got you guys hella messed up.
That was probably Kendall's fault.
Yeah, actually. For real. She's probably over there pulling strings and whispering in people's ears and shit.
But bruh, I was so shocked. I was like, I would be embarrassed if my girl asked another girl how big her dude's dick was.
For real.
Like that's just weird, bruh. That's weird.
That's like if you were talking to him, you're like, so, is she got that good or what? What's up with that?
Right, is it good?
How is it? You got any pictures? Like, what? Like, come on, man. Like, that's weird.
Man, but I guess she was wondering if the stereotype was true.
Oh, that's true.
If she was curious.
That's true. For audio listeners, Gerald Seals is an African-American.
You feel me?
Oh. Damn, that's strange, dude.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
That's weird. That's super strange.
Yeah. Could you imagine? How would you feel if your girl asked another girl about her dude's dick size?
I wouldn't like it. Not one bit.
Not
you
one
hear that?
bit.
You hear that, babe? I wouldn't like it. For real though, that's weird. I would be like, well, why you wondering? Like, what is there to gain? You know what I mean?
She said she like laughed it off. Like she was like, ah.
That's weird.
Right?
Because
that's her good friend. So I'm sure she was like.
Well, what did your girl say about it? Did she have anything about it? Like, oh yeah, I was worried or anything, or she just brought it up and left it?
She just brought it up and left it. She didn't say anything about like. Was she like flirting with you or anything like that? You know what I mean? Because we were all there together for the majority of the same time. Like me and him walked off to get them drinks and shit like that. But weird, bro.
Dude, that's
yeah. I don't know, man.
That's super strange. Well, I feel like I had a similar interaction one time. I was at a bar and like I wasn't drinking because I had just got off work and I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll come out real quick. And there was this one chick there who I really didn't know. And a guy, too, who I wasn't, like, super close with. But they were married. And I guess the girl had known my brother or something like that. And I guess they had some bad interaction between her and my brother. So right off the bat, she's like, oh, you're Justin's little brother. You're probably just like him. It was, like, going on. I was like, oh, fuck, here we go. Because, like, this happens to me a lot. My fucking brother, man, he puts me in all these people. Like, oh, you're Justin's brother. You're probably just like him. Like, all the time.
Is your brother crazy or something?
He's pretty crazy.
Lit or
well, he's not afraid to just, like, say what he wants and make like ridiculous jokes. They're pretty damn funny. He's a funny dude. But so she comes up and like I guess she drank a lot and I was like saying something like, oh yeah, like I'm trying to open a business or something like that. And she's like, oh, you just think you're the man with your big dick, walking around with your big dick, and was like gesturing and walking around stomping, yelling this at the bar. And like it was at closing time, so the lights were on. It was like 11:30 on like a Sunday or something. Like hella average day, and she's like stomping around yelling this, and her dude's looking at me all crazy. I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't need to be here right now.
Dude, that's weird.
Yeah, super weird. I was thrown back.
I had another crazy situation happen.
Your eye said it all. You're like, I had another crazy.
So I met this nurse.
Okay.
And I didn't know she was married, but we hung out a couple times. One night we were supposed to hang out, and she didn't come over, right? It was weird. I was like, what's going on? And I called her, and my number was blocked.
Oh.
So I called her off my house phone.
Oh, no.
And her husband answered.
Oh. Did you know she had a husband at the time?
No, I didn't know she had a husband, bro. I knew she had kids. I didn't know she had a husband.
Oh, shit.
So he's like, is this Gerald?
Oh.
He knew my name.
Oh.
I was like, hello? Is this Gerald? This your new dude? Going off, right?
No.
Hang up the phone. I casually see her on BART every now and then. We kind of give each other like a...
Oh, my gosh.
But yeah, bro, that was weird, too.
Dude, people are scandalous.
Did you hear about that Jussie Smollett guy?
Mm-mm.
The dude off Empire?
The show?
The show.
So
you know the light-skinned dude that plays the gay character?
I've actually never seen the show.
Never seen
surprisingly.
The show. I watched the first season. It was kind of good. And then after that, I watched Power, and it was over with Empire. But anyway, supposedly this motherfucker paid 2 dudes to beat his ass. It was a huge story, bro. Huge fucking story.
In real life?
So, before I get into that part.
Okay.
He's in Chicago, walking from his apartment, going to Subway at 2 a.m. Okay?
Eat
2
fresh.
a.m. Eat fresh. This motherfucker gets attacked by 2 masked men in blackface mask. And they're like calling him an N-word, calling him an F-word. And the dude, I guess, punches him in the face. He punches him back. And then they end up beating his ass and pouring bleach on him and putting a noose around his neck.
Oh, my God.
Right? He says he blacks out, wakes up in his apartment with his sandwich still, calls the police. Bam.
I'll pay for that.
He gets attacked.
Damn.
And this is like a huge story. Like the president's talking about it. It's fucking huge. You got civil rights leaders talking about it. It's like, how is this still happening in 2019? Like, and guess what? This motherfucker supposedly paid 2 people he already knew, 2 brothers from Nigeria.
Wow. Nigeria.
To beat his ass. And they staged the whole thing. They said the 2 dudes said they practiced it.
Oh, my God.
He paid them $3,500 a piece. And now he's hella embarrassed. This fool's turned off his comments on Instagram.
Well, I would be
people
too.
are giving it to him.
Oh, my God.
And it's like, you're already famous. I'm sure you're rich, right?
Yeah.
You're successful. Why the hell would you stage something like that, bro?
I wonder what the motive was.
Man, I don't know.
So you said he was light-skinned.
Light skin, yeah, he's light skin.
Not to like dive too deep into the politics of it.
Yeah.
But I wonder, since he had them like put a noose around him and did all the racial stuff, I wonder if he was like trying to.
This fool refers as himself as the black or the gay Tupac.
So I think it was like him trying to like be like, hey, like I know I'm not as black as you guys.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so.
Because why else would he throw in all that racial
if you see
stuff?
Empire, because it's the hot topic right now. It's gonna get people's emotion involved. It's
probably
gonna
trying to raise his stocks and shit.
You know what I mean? It's like, especially if he said like something like, it's MAGA country. You know what I mean? These fools are wearing Make America Great hats, supposedly. Got mask on. They're calling him an F word, calling him the N word. You know
because
what I'm saying?
he's gay.
Like,
he's gay and
he's gay and
black.
he's black.
He's got the double whammy.
He's got the double whammy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, which is unfortunate because it's like, at first I felt bad for the dude. I'm like, damn, bro, like how could somebody do this?
Yeah, fucked.
Right? Like how is
Fucked
this?
up.
How is this happening still in 2019?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, why are you walking to Subway at 2 a.m. by yourself?
For real.
And you're famous and you're
Exactly.
rich. And I guess they were like, oh, aren't you the dude from Empire? Da-da-da-da-da. They like recognize him from there.
Yeah,
so
they shot him.
this was all staged.
Aren't you the dude from Empire at so-and-so on Instagram at this website? Check him out. His new album's coming out. Let's get him. You know what I mean? Like way too. So on that similar topic, I've heard of Instagram people. I assume you know who Summer Rae is.
Probably.
She's
Summer Rae.
Summer Rae. Her name's spelled with
the
O.
Instagram girl with the big butt.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. And her mom's hot too.
Apparently, I've never seen her mom.
Ooh,
but so like super.
Check out Summer Rae's mom.
Pretty attractive woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful, gorgeous.
Known for being an attractive woman on Instagram. Yeah. That's her brand.
Is her butt real?
I don't know.
I was just thinking about this the other day. Not to get off tangent. I know you got a topic, but it's like, why the fuck do women do this to themselves?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. And that's an interesting thing, too. It's like, not to get too much into this topic and get off tangent, but you're right. I don't understand it. Because, like, why do you post these provocative pictures and then get mad when dudes...
Or you just want so much attention that you got to alter yourself forever.
Exactly. It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's crazy.
It's super strange.
You have to be super insecure in yourself, or I don't know what it is, but it's like, damn, like... Women really like change their whole identity to be accepted by men. It's crazy.
And it's weird that like it's all to get attention.
It's becoming a norm almost.
Yeah.
Like if you don't got a fat ass or some fat tits, you don't feel like you're popping.
And that's a weird thing about Instagram too, is like now I feel like I hate to have it be not necessarily sexualized or put to specific genders, because I see it with guys too. But in terms of, like, I feel like if I go on a girl's Instagram and I don't see some, like, provocative-looking photos, I'm like, oh, that's weird. Like, if the new normal is for girls to just be flaunting their shit all over Instagram. it's strange. And like, I know personally, like, I wouldn't be a huge fan if my girlfriend was on there, like, putting her ass all over the place. And like, you know, because then it's like, okay, well, why do you want that attention? That's what I'm for.
And that's my whole thing too, right? If you're going to be a model or you're trying to be an actor or this is your job, then this makes more sense.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what you do.
Exactly.
But if you're just a regular ass chick that works at the bank.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Back in the vault twerking on the cash and shit.
What you got to be a Tatiana for? Like, what do you? Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't want to put women in a box and saying, oh, you can't flaunt your bodily features because you're a bank teller. Like, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, like, why do you feel like you need that extra attention?
Well, so here's a weird thing. Before we jump back onto that other topic, is I've noticed, so on Snapchat, I know you deleted Snapchat recently. I don't know if you have it again. But on the feed where it's like all the advertisements and the random shit that no one really cares about, it caters to what you like, right? And before you even start catering it to what you like, I know personally on my page, it had like a whole bunch of just like random hot chicks, or like random perceived to be hot chicks on Instagram. Whatever you want to call it. And since I have a girl, I was like, no, like I don't want this on here because it would make her feel uncomfortable if she saw this, you know? So I was going on there clicking like hide so-and-so, unsubscribe to this person, hide so-and-so, hide to like clear my feed. So it was like nothing where it's like, who's that? What's this? Yeah. And then since I started doing that, Snapchat's like, oh, you must not like chicks. So now they're putting all these dudes on there. I'm like, okay, now I'm caught in this weird cycle where I'm like, now I go on my thing and I see all these weird like dudes doing the filters and stuff, making kissy faces. I'm like, okay, not this either. Y'all ain't hitting the mark, Snapchat.
Yeah.
But to jump back to the whole little tangent thing here.
No. I'm sorry.
No, go for it, please.
Dude, this happened to me in San Diego. So I'm in a fucking group chat with like my cousins and a couple of their friends and shit. And these fools always send like girls twerking and naked girls and all that type of shit. Whatever. It's a group chat. But the girl I'm with, she's like, what is that? She thought a girl had sent me a picture of her naked.
Wow.
So she was acting weird for a little bit, right? And I'm like, you all right? Like, what's good? She's like, well, like, not that I was all on your phone or whatnot, but like, you know, what was that? I'm like, oh, shit. It was just a group chat that I'm in. She's like, oh, okay, I understand. Guys will be guys. Blah, 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 whatever. But, yeah. Crazy, bro. That shit happens.
We could go on and on about that topic. I'm for sure we'll kind of jump back on after. But in terms of the whole reason I brought up Summer Rae or whatever was just like that guy who pulled the fake stunt to get the attention. She, and I know other Instagram people, will fake being missing.
What?
So not necessarily a kidnapping, but like go missing for 2 days. Like I know her personal little situation because I saw it all over Instagram. People were like freaking out. So I guess she was like, hey guys, going on this road trip, blah, 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 me and my friend. And then like posted like a really weird video right after where it was like, like cut in and out, camera shaking, and then nothing. And then like, so she was trying to pretend she had put this whole entire facade up like she got kidnapped or something crazy happened. And for like a day or a day and a half, she went completely off Instagram.
Yeah.
And then like on the second day after like everyone was like, oh my God, say like doing all these campaigns to like try to help her. And like she got hella more followers. She's like, oh, sorry guys, it was just a little misunderstanding. Everything's fine, blah, blah, blah. And then people caught wind of this. And now it's like the norm. So now you got people like this guy who are doing all this fake shit just to get attention. Man. It's backwards, dude.
Fucked up. 2019, bro.
For real.
That's welcome. How you stay relevant.
Welcome to the future.
You got Tekashi snitching.
For real.
You got Summer Rae acting like she got kidnapped.
Well, you got Gucci doing the baklava blackface thing. Oh my God. I'm going to talk about that right now because I saw. So at first with this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I was kind of like, I don't want to necessarily say like I would kind of play the dumb character in terms of like, well, like it's Gucci. If you look at Gucci's Instagram page, they have some really weird posts. Like a lot of their posts are like, this dude's wearing like a weird gimp suit and a whole bunch of crap.
They don't get a pass. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this is racist.
They don't get a pass. Fuck them.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, how do you let this pass?
Okay, but so I agree with you, right?
You know how many hundreds of people work, you know, for a clothing line as significant as Gucci?
Exactly.
And you're telling me this slipped through the cracks. Nobody realizes that this is insensitive.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. It didn't slip through the cracks. They did it on purpose.
Of course.
And I hit you up on Instagram when I thought of this.
Yeah.
But I think they did it on purpose because they want to try to reclaim their brand. I think that they did it all on purpose and had this whole entire strategy. Because if you look at their Instagram, it's marketed as a very high fashion. They have very elegant looking people, black and white, many different races, but they're all on the runway or they're like doing weird poses in the desert. It's very artistic and high class and very fashion.
Yeah.
And if you look at the brand that people wear, you got Soulja Boy, you got T.I., you got 50 Cent, you got all these people, like ghetto people, not necessarily just black people.
Let's not say ghetto. Let's say rappers.
Rappers.
Right? Because ghetto is a touchy word.
Exactly.
But I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
So I feel like it was a strategy to piss off rappers and piss off the people that they don't necessarily want representing their brand.
Same thing with watches and shit like that, right? They don't necessarily want rappers talking about Rolexes and Breitlinks and shit like that because the value goes down.
Yeah, 100%. Their stock goes down.
Which is fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Because these people make shit cool.
Yeah.
But that's just how it is.
And I mean, with this younger generation coming up too, it's like when I first learned of Gucci when I was younger, I was like, whoa, like Gucci, that's nuts. Like only like the most rich people can get that. Wow. And I didn't only think like, oh, only rappers. I was like, oh, like famous rich people. Granted, rappers, actors, whatever.
Yeah.
But now when you hear Gucci, it's only rappers. Because in every song, it's always about you got Gucci Man.
Damn near.
Gucci flip-flops. Gucci sweatsuit. Like so many Gucci references. Like you rarely hear about an actor or anyone else but rappers wearing Gucci.
Well, yeah. Well, because they talk about it, right? It's like this is their platform to speak about what they got that's cool.
Yeah.
I don't own anything Gucci.
Yeah, neither do I.
And now I probably never will.
Well, so I was actually, before the whole blackface thing happened, I was actually had about 10 racks. I was walking to the Gucci store and I was about to cash out fat.
Oh man.
I was about to cash out fat. But then I saw the scandal. I was like, oh no, I'm gonna save my money.
Yeah.
It was 100K.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was about to drop fat, but you know.
You know what the crazy thing is? You could say that you have, and you probably do. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, you could say you got $20,000 and post it on Instagram, and motherfuckers be like, "Oh, you got 20 bands." They believe it.
That is true.
You could be on somebody else's yacht, and you could just take a picture right there, like, you know what I'm saying? My uncle just got a yacht. We chilling on the yacht, and motherfuckers believe that it's your uncle's yacht.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, there's a whole service dedicated. I saw this the other day. I might start doing it. I'm gonna put it on my website. But people built. Like, they took, like, a half of a plane, cut it in half.
Is this in Russia?
I think it's in Russia.
Yeah.
They cut it in half, and it's a photo studio of the inside of a private jet. So you got all these Instagram models paying, like, whatever amount of money to go in there with, like, 7 different outfits and pretend like they're going on these lavish trips. But in reality, they're just in some fucking warehouse in a busted-up plane. It's nuts, dude. The things people are doing just to get recognition.
Stay relevant, right?
Stay relevant. It's like, no, thank you.
But yeah, but to not get off the whole blackface thing, the crazy part is, right? So everyone's like, boycott Gucci for 3 months. It's like, don't wear it at all. Yeah. You see their values, right? You see where their values are. It's like, why would you even want to associate yourself with it?
Yeah.
And then Floyd Mayweather posted some shit the other day like, I'm not a follower, I'm a leader. And he's all Gucci down. Mm-hmm. And it's like, Floyd Mayweather used to be one of my favorite athletes, but it's like you're so disconnected on what's going on in your community that I can't fuck with you no more, bro. Yeah. You're that ignorant that you think this shit's still cool. Like,
yeah. Well, it's a very interesting thing, and I mean, granted, I'm coming from a completely different perspective because I'm not African American, you know, so I can't relate in that category.
Yeah.
But from an outside perspective, it's interesting because it's almost, if it's not the whole reclaiming the brand thing, and if it really wasn't a mistake, then it's for sure a marketing scheme, and everyone's falling right into their trap.
Yeah, because everyone's talking about it.
Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's talking about it. Everyone's like, burn Gucci. Yeah. And the people who didn't know about Gucci or all this stuff, I'm sure their numbers are going up.
Yeah, I saw people last night in the arcade wearing Gucci.
Yeah.
And it's like, people are going to do what they want to do. They're going to wear what they want to wear. I'm not going to hate you for wearing what you want to wear, but I'm not going to fuck with you all the way. Like, I'm not going to, you know what I mean? I see where your morals are. I see that you don't fuck with me like that. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. You know what I mean? Because if you understand the history of blackface, you understand that, you know, Jim Crow laws, this is how it started. You know what I mean? This is kind of, a motherfucker used to literally paint his face black, paint his hands black, and depict what he thought black people to be.
Yeah.
And it kind of shaped white America to think negative about black people.
For sure. It was propaganda.
You know what I mean? And that's just how it was. And it's crazy how strong the media was back then. Because it wasn't really like TV or nothing like that. It was a motherfucker that's an actor. You know what I mean? A character.
Yeah.
And people ran with it. And, you know what I mean? To this day, we still got to deal with shit like that, which is crazy.
Well, it's super interesting, too, because even that story you just told about the guy who faked the beating or getting beat up.
Yeah. Jussie Smollett.
Jussie.
Jussie.
Jussie. But even that, it's like, okay, like, because everything starts at a smaller level, and then once bigger companies realize its value, they start to do it too. Because like even with Instagram, there was no big companies advertising on Instagram. There was nothing. Companies didn't do anything with Instagram. And then they saw the value of all these people and what weight it carries. And then all these big companies jumped on it. And now they're really running shit on Instagram.
It's like if you don't have an Instagram for your business, you're dying.
Exactly. And I feel like it's at the point now where all these people are faking kidnappings, faking getting beat up, faking all this stuff for attention. And it's working.
Yeah.
Then now big companies like Gucci are like, oh shit, that works.
Let's stir a controversy.
Let's start some controversy.
Let's do some Pepsi shit.
Let's build a campaign to say, okay, here's what we thought it was, and create that facade, and then launch the campaign.
Damn. Kind of had a whole scheme behind their whole. It was a method to their madness.
Exactly.
That's how I would put it. Yeah.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
So I feel like that's what it was. I feel like it was a whole campaign just to get attention and get on the spotlight.
And it worked.
It worked 100%. 100%. And how long is it going to last? I was thinking about that too. It's like there's so much going on in the world and so much shit happens.
Yeah.
That like this is going to blow over in like a week.
They won't get my money.
Bro, you really think you're going to remember this in like a month?
Yeah. I'm not going to wear Gucci. You know what I mean? There's so many other. I'm trying to start my own clothing line.
I'm going to ask him in a month. We're going to see.
I ain't wearing no Gucci. I can't even afford it. So maybe that's why I'm at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even if I could afford it maybe 3 months ago, I probably would have bought some Gucci. Like, oh, you got a Gucci. It's Gucci. It's tight.
Yeah.
But I can't afford it. You're not going to see me walk around with no Gucci. And now you never will. Not my thing.
Well, it's way overpriced too. And you're right. We should be supporting the smaller brands and people who are making stuff. If it's dope though, that's the thing. Like,
yeah, I mean, you can't just create something and want motherfuckers to buy it just because you created it, right? It's got to be interesting.
It's a T-shirt and I drew a R on the sleeve with a Sharpie. But speaking of like these relevant things, Tekashi.
Yeah.
So he is, for people who don't know, he got caught. What did he get caught doing?
It's like racketeering. Yeah, so I guess he was. Is that when you pay other motherfuckers to do shit
illegal
for you?
things? I think it's like being like a mob boss. I think that's what they get mob bosses for. Is like being the head of an organization and having all these like henchmen doing dirty work for you. So selling drugs, robbing people.
And now he's telling.
So he went to jail, and now he's telling on his entire crew.
Whole crew.
Snitching, not telling, snitching, which isn't a surprise. Let's be real.
Snitch 9, that's what they're calling him right now.
I ain't heard that one. Snitch 9.
But yeah, man.
Stitch 9.
Could you imagine like going 10 for 10 on Billboard? Like you think you at the top of the game. He's supposed to be getting $200,000 a show right now, and your whole world just gets flipped upside down for some shit that you kind of just put yourself into, right?
Oh, yeah. He did it to himself.
Man.
Well, it's going to be a big wake-up thing for him. Because when I was doing filming a show for Cookie Money, Tekashi was he was the headliner.
The headliner.
Headliner. And
was this in San Jose?
I think it was in San Jose.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Oracle.
That's in Oakland.
It was an
HP Pavilion.
It was one of them.
Somewhere out here.
It was somewhere where, either way.
A festival show.
Yeah. So Cookie had already performed. We were all getting off stage, and we were in the back. And I think Pooh Hefner was back there. But Cookie's manager walked in when we were all kicking it in the back and was like, yo, y'all gotta come see this. That rainbow hair motherfucker is out there rocking the crowd. He's putting y'all to shame. And like everyone was like, what? And then Pooh Hefner was like, I'm gonna go watch this shit. So then we all walk out to the side and are watching it, and he's rocking the crowd. like killing the crowd, dude. Like you can't understand what he's saying, and they produced that music purposely for that, so that it knocks hard on concerts. But he was killing the crowd, dude.
Throwing water bottles and shit, right? He gets it hyped.
He was going nuts, and it was weird too, cause like you look on his background where they have the things pop up on the screen, and it's that album cover from like where it's him in Adventure Time, where it's all cartoony and hella rainbow colors. It was just so weird to see like all these people listening to this hard music, and you look back and like this colorful Disney character looking fool, looking like a cartoon and shit. Man. But yeah, so he was doing well. Granted, I didn't like his music, but he was doing well. But now he's snitching, and now he's going to be put into the witness protection program.
That's crazy to me.
Nuts.
To think about how hard he was and how hard he said he was.
Yeah.
And then, damn, now he's snitching on everybody's witness protection. So he's going to be in hiding. Yeah. It's like, can he even make music anymore? Not under 6ix9ine, right? He's got to be a whole different person.
For real.
He probably can't make music anymore.
No way, because I don't think people would necessarily, recognize his voice. But I don't think he can step out of that genre of like, you know what I mean? Because that takes talent to step out of that.
22, 23. There's no way he's going to be successful at this witness protection shit. From being at the top of the game, having everything you want, being 10 for 10 on Billboard, like that, motherfuckers have songs their whole career and they're never on Billboard. And this motherfucker, everything he dropped. So he's going to want that fame again. He's going to want to test those waters again. I don't see him just fading off and saying, I'm never going to do this ever again.
Well, that's all he was known for, too, was being in people's faces.
Yeah.
So now to be, like, told you can't, because that's the whole thing. I was reading into it. He can't go back to his hometown. He can't talk to any family members that aren't in the witness protection program with him. So I think, like, his kids and his mom will get put into it with him. But you can't do anything. Like, you have to go into complete hiding.
Damn. I wonder what his baby mama's going to do. Because she's all on Vlad TV and shit.
Yeah.
With paperwork, like, going through the whole court proceedings and saying everything that happened and...
Well, she's probably tripping because she was like hoping she would get money or some shit, and then she's not going to get thrown into the witness program.
I'm sure she's getting paid for interviews and shit.
Probably.
And I'm sure there's hella other rappers that are trying to get with her just to rub it in Tekashi's face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, didn't his manager get with her?
Supposedly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
For real. It's a shady game,
Don't put nothing past nobody.
Scandalous, man. I know I was trying to write the next bars to my song, and I was doing, I trust no one. Oh, you know what I mean? Man. It's true. You can't really trust people anymore, man. It's crazy.
Like, what's his name? The Melly guy. YNW Melly or YWN Melly, whatever his name is. Dude, supposedly. So, this is how I heard about the guy. He's from Florida. He's a rapper, right? Yeah.
He had a song with Kanye, didn't he?
Yeah, he had a song with Kanye. But the way I heard about him was there's this thing called Say Cheese, which is the Instagram, and they kind of post about rappers and shit. And they're like, yeah, why Melly friends get murdered in a drive-by, bam, bam, bam. After that, this fool blows up, right? So his friends get killed, hella sad. This happens, you know what I'm saying? They live in that type of life, bam, bam, bam. This shit happens. Come to find out, a week ago, forensic evidence shows that this fool was supposedly the shooter in his friend's death.
Oh, wow. So the reason he got famous was pretty much because he killed his own friends.
Pretty much. That's how I know about. Well, I know about him because of that incident, and then ever since then he's been popping.
Damn. And then
you know what I mean?
Well, he put out that song, "I Got Murder on My Mind."
Exactly.
Which is like, boom.
You know what I mean? And it was, they're saying it's premeditated murder.
It has to be. Nah.
But they're saying the song came out in 2017, way before they got killed, because they got killed in October of 2018. Okay. But I was watching an interview with this guy, and he's got his friends tattooed on his face, right? So the guy Adam is like, oh, I see you got tattoos on your face. Like, why you got that? And he's like, oh, these for my brothers. And he's like, oh, for your friends that have died. He's like, nah, my brother's right there. And the dude's like, I would only get a tattoo on my face for my friends if they died. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then come to find out, they end up getting killed.
Oh, wow. He took his advice.
You know, but supposedly him and another friend staged this whole shit that looked like a drive-by.
Damn.
End up driving his homies to the hospital. And I guess both of their stories didn't match up with forensic evidence.
Wow.
So now they're trying to say he pulled the trigger on his friends.
Why do people do
fucked up, bro?
Like that?
Fucked up, dude. I couldn't imagine, bro. It's like you can't put nothing past nobody, but at the same time, it's like you want to be able to trust your closest friends, right? Friends you've been homies with for decades and shit.
For real.
It's like I tell all my homies I love them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, after I get off the phone with them, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you don't tell me you love me back, I see where it's at. And I don't want to be in my feelings and feel like I'm being emotional about it, but it's like,
it's a good check.
Bruh, you know what I'm saying? This is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I love you, bro. Like, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Bam.
Yeah.
And it's like, if we ain't got that same feeling, I can't fuck with you on a certain amount of levels because the feeling's not mutual.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just how it is.
I wonder, because I'm sitting here trying to think of what the motive would be behind that. I wonder if, like, they had known something that he did and, like, he was like, got to clear the evidence up or something.
It could have been something like that. I ain't saying it's no human sacrifice type shit, but, man.
Sacrifices are crazy, bro.
You never know, bro.
Dude, that's a good... Dude.
And that's how I knew about him. After they got killed, his homies got killed. I was like, I read the story. I'm like, damn, like that's fucked up. Like,
but then he blew up.
He blew up. Yeah, he blew the fuck up.
Well, it's weird too, cause
and now his song's about to go platinum any fucking day now.
Damn, really?
Murder on My Mind. It's like number 1 on iTunes.
Well, dude, it's funny. We keep going back to Instagram, but my girl was on Valentine's Day. She showed me this picture. She sent me a picture on Instagram. It was of one of her friends. And like she was like looking at her boyfriend in the photo, and the caption said, "I got murder on my mind."
Oh shit!
Which I was like, that's not very Valentine's Day like. It was like super weird because like she's looking like right into his eyes, and the caption's like no other emojis, no nothing. I've got murder on my mind. I was like, I should have DM'd the dude like, yeah, you should watch your back, bro. Man, she's coming for you.
For real.
Yeah, dude. I feel like there's a lot of weird shit with like sacrifices in music. You always hear stuff about like Jay-Z and all this stuff of like doing devil worship and like sacrifice shit.
Well, Jay-Z, I never heard no shit about Jay-Z.
You gotta watch out for J&B, man. Jay and Beyonce.
And they're at the top. They winning.
For real.
But they got all these artists. They got Rihanna. Well, Jay-Z's got Rihanna. He's got Kanye. He's got...
What do you mean?
These people are signed under his label.
Kanye?
No, Jay-Z. Oh, Kanye signed under Jay-Z.
I thought wasn't he good music?
He's good music. But he is a Rockefeller artist.
Wow.
Yeah. You didn't know this?
Nah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah. So he's suing Jay-Z right now, too.
Huh.
Crazy.
Why? Why is he suing him?
I don't know. I don't know if he wants 100% ownership of his masters.
Probably.
Kanye is a weird motherfucker. But he's also kind of smart.
Yeah. Well, he's
I don't know.
On the verge. I have a love-and-hate relationship with him.
Yeah.
It's like back and forth.
Me too.
Dude, but
wearing those fucking magma hats and shit.
For real.
I don't know about all that.
Dude. Well, I guess the hat that he was wearing that was like rebranded. It was a hat that he made.
Yeah, but he altered it. It said still had the same message.
That's true, huh?
Still had the same message.
He's a provocateur.
Yeah, but like we said earlier, bro, people do shit just so you talk about them, just so they stay relevant, just so they stay in the mix.
Yeah,
it's like people just do outrageous ass shit. Like stage, you got your ass beat. Stage, you got kidnapped or went missing. Wear a fucking hat that you know you don't believe in.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like
the easy route. It really is.
It's crazy.
People don't want to put in because like there's two ways to get recognized. Obviously, right? One that we've been talking about. Do some stupid shit or stage a thing or whatever and get recognized, or put in hella hard work,
your talent, right?
And build your talent, build whatever you're trying to do up, and then get noticed for something good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? People don't want to make that sacrifice, but they want to make a sacrifice of the possibility of getting caught doing some stupid shit, like hiring some people to beat you up and stage this whole thing. Because now he's screwed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he could, I've never heard his stuff, but he could have been talented before that. And
he's super talented.
Yeah, then his reputation is like screwed now.
Yeah. Crazy, bro. I mean, I don't listen to his music or nothing like that, but when I see him on a show, I'm like, damn, this dude could sing. This dude could act. You know what I mean? And it's like, for you to be a attention-seeking whore like that.
For real.
It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude?
Well, then you got, see, that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah.
But in terms of sacrifices, dude, I've been looking at my financials a lot lately because in the process of trying to build this business, right? I've been trying to double my profit, whatever, all these business terms no one wants to hear. But I was looking at my financials and I'm like, okay, if I'm trying to make this much, and then I realized even though I'm looking at what I'm trying to make in terms of income and put into my business, I was like, well, let's look at what I'm spending. Let's look at my deficits. And I looked at my bills and like I was spending so much on subscriptions that I had no idea I was on.
Oh,
like
shit.
All the way back from the Mayweather and Conor McGregor fight. I had signed up for the UFC thing just to watch that fight. Okay. And I had been paying like $20 or whatever it was every single month.
Shit.
And I had no idea. And I signed up for this like random app that told me all my subscriptions.
And you didn't even know.
And I didn't even know. But it was interesting because like in the process of like looking at all these like numbers and shit, I was at Safeway last night because I live really close to Safeway, so I go there all the time. And I almost walked out the store as I was like walking to the cashier thing. I had like a thing of brownies, a whole bunch of Cheez-Its, like a super expensive like mini handcrafted pizza, and like a whole bunch of shit. And it was like racking up to like $50.
Yeah.
Just for like a random splurge at like midnight, like stupid shit. And I like really sat there. I was like, damn, like.
You just walk out.
I don't need any of this.
Oh.
Yeah, I left. I was like,
pull a young Busco.
I'm gonna take that shit.
RP Busco, man.
I don't know.
He made What Are Those?
Oh, really?
He's from Berkeley.
He died?
Yeah, he just passed, man.
Damn, that's unfortunate.
Good guy. But yeah, he would just get hella food, walk right out the store.
Damn. Well, you can do a lot of things with confidence alone.
Right.
Because I used to walk into movies without tickets.
If you look like you're supposed to be there.
Yeah, you look like you have a ticket. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, whatever. Yeah. You just walk right in. But it was interesting because I was like in the process of doing all this stuff, and I put everything back because I was like, I don't fucking need this shit. I'm literally like over here trying to like stack my business up, and I'm about to waste $50 on some fucking brownies and random shit I don't need. I got food at home. What am I doing? And it was interesting because like it was a really big challenge for me mentally. Because you can ask my friends, like I'm known as the dude who just buys whatever, hella like carelessly.
Yeah.
I go out and buy Nintendo Switch for no reason, fucking all this random shit.
You ain't even played it yet.
Exactly. I played like a couple times, played Mario Kart with my girlfriend, but that's it. But it was super interesting to like have to battle my own conscience.
Yeah.
In terms of like breaking the habit and making that sacrifice. And I was like thinking of that term, sacrifice in general. And like you literally have to sacrifice things you have now for what you want in the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I had to sacrifice the energy and the money that I would put into that to use in the future. And I heard a really good quote when I was going through all this, and it said, you can't be afraid to sacrifice who you are now or who you were yesterday for who you want to be in the future.
Damn.
So like even though you want to do this stupid, careless shit, be it spend hella money on some bullshit, go out and buy a Nintendo Switch, go out to the bar and do some reckless shit.
Yeah.
Like you have to be willing to sacrifice those bad habits in order to take that step to the next level of who you want to become.
Makes sense.
And I was like, damn, that's like super deep. And then I started thinking about like sacrifices in general. And like sacrifice is an integral thing that has been a part of human culture and society for the longest time.
Yeah, forever.
I mean, granted, human sacrifice is not okay in the least.
But you got to give up something to get what you want.
Exactly.
Right? It's even in the Bible they talk about shit
exactly.
Like that. And I'm not saying everything in the Bible is factual, and I'm not saying it isn't factual. I don't know.
That's another topic.
For another story or another time. But yeah, you're right, dude. You got to give up something to get something.
Yeah.
A lot of times, that's just how it is.
Yeah.
And since you're talking about this food thing, I spend most of my money on fucking food, dude. So if there's anybody out there that want to come over and cook for me, I will buy the groceries. Come cook for me, because I can cook, right? This lady friend that I have, she always says, if you can read, you can cook. Ingredients are on the motherfucking box.
That's true.
Ingredients are on YouTube or on the internet.
Yeah.
If you can read, you can cook. I can read, but I don't like to cook. So whoever want to cook for me, come cook for me.
Well, it's easy to fuck up, man. Like you gotta have the temperatures right and shit.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I don't got the patience for that shit.
Yeah. That's
I don't got it.
I remember a few times I've fallen asleep with hella food on the stove.
Man, have you ever done that?
Like, I have, bro.
Smoky in your house?
Dude, I had to hit the wall with hella Lysol, bro. I was in there.
I took off the fucking alarm detector shit just because I don't know. Shit gets smoky.
You won't find a single smoke alarm in my house. I'll tell you that right now. You just look up, you see
wires.
For
multiple reasons.
Yeah, exactly. You just see wires hanging. What is that? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. I put him in my garage. You hear hella beeping when you open the garage. You see the beep, beep, beep. Hella dead batteries. But yeah, dude, like sacrifices in general are like super interesting to me. Because like if you sacrifice the time or you sacrifice anything, like you can literally sacrifice something that is in your like I hate to say this, but like if I was to break up with someone I was dating, you're essentially sacrificing something that you enjoy for the time and the energy that you're spending on that. Granted, I would never do that. Very happy with my relationship, but just like an example. And I feel like the reason human sacrificing in the past happened is because the more simple versions of humans before we evolved into who we are today with technology and whatnot.
Yeah.
I feel like they saw this trend of, okay, if I withhold my pleasure in the current moment, I can have more pleasure in the sacrificed energy, harvesting these crops and et cetera, and then they got food in the long run. And they took that idea and saw that trend and just ran with it. They're like, okay, we'll sacrifice. So if we sacrifice something that is...
Whoever loses this game,
yeah,
we'll get rid of them.
Exactly. And so they would be like, okay, well, if we sacrifice something big, we'll get something big in return, right? And then they went on this whole tangent of just like sacrificing people. And then I wonder who the first person was to like be like, we shouldn't fucking do this. Like, man, what are you guys doing? Stop. No.
Don't kill me.
Exactly.
Man, I don't know. But yes, sacrificing is fucking crazy. And I think a lot of times in entertainment business, I think it happens, bro. To get to that next level, you got to give up something.
Oh, I thought you were talking about human sacrifice. Are you? You are, huh?
It could be, bro.
I don't want to say I could see it, but people are crazy.
Yeah.
Because you do have to sacrifice a lot to achieve. You have to really transform who you are to achieve anything.
And me as a human, right? Mm-hmm. I could not imagine saying, okay, I'm okay with this person dying so I can be successful. I just mentally I can't fathom that.
Yeah. Well, I'm not agreeing with you. I'm not agreeing with you. But I was just thinking about that story we talked about last time with the guy who's technically sacrificed his friend to save his own life. The mountain lion thing. The two guys on the bike. Yeah. Because that's technically what he did.
Damn, huh?
You know what I mean?
Survival of the fittest, bro.
For real. That's, dude. Well, I mean, so I guess it was weird. There's this rapper named Lil Snoop. Mm-hmm. R.I.P. Lil Snoop.
Ooh.
You remember him?
Yeah, of course.
Dude, he had bars, dude. I remember it was like, what, 3-4 years ago that he passed away?
Meek blew after. Meek was already hot. But, ooh, I don't even want to think about that,
I remember
bro.
when it happened.
Oh,
I remember when it happened. I was so thrown back because that's immediately what I thought. Damn. It was like, what? And I remember telling my friend, and he was like freaked out by it. But Lil Snoop had so much talent.
Yeah.
And then I remember watching.
Freestyle like a motherfucker.
I was watching all these freestyles of him and Meek was in the studio. And I remember a specific freestyle where Lil Snoop was going, and all Meek's boys were in there, and Meek was in there, and all Meek's boys were like, oh shit, like hella hyping Lil Snoop up. And I could see this weird look in Meek's eyes. And then like after Lil Snoop was like going on a while, like Meek tried to like get in on the freestyle and kind of like was like did one of those things like, yeah, trying to jump in. He jumped in and didn't do that hot. Yeah. And then Snoop came back and did fucking, that was phenomenally. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Ooh, I mean, damn, bro. It's possible. It's possible, right? Because right after that, you know what I'm saying? Meek blew.
Yeah. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. So it had to have gone somewhere.
Man. To get off another topic, I was in San Diego, like I said earlier. And everybody, it was beautiful all day for all the days I was there, but it was kind of sprinkled at night, right? So in the Gaslamp district, there's like a fucking 100 bars. Like there's hella bars, hella clubs, and hella shit. And there's these long-ass lines. And I'm like, I will literally never go to a club if I have to wait in line again. I'm never going.
Really?
I'm not going, bro. If I got to wait in the line, why am I here?
How long did you have to wait?
I didn't have to wait. We went into a bar.
Oh, okay.
I'll go to a bar and kick it. But if I'm going to a club or if I'm even going to a bar, I'm going to pay the bouncer $20. Let me cut this shit, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're just in the way.
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you here if you ain't got bottle service?
For real. Huh.
Just saying, bro. Like, people are outside in the cold waiting hour, 2 hours damn near in a fucking line to get into a club, and you don't even got bottle service.
That's true. Well, and it's again, it comes back to motives too. It's like, why are they really there? And I feel like a lot of the time the easy answer is, they're trying to get some.
Of course, right? I mean,
probably most likely females.
But shit, there's girls there too, half naked in the fucking cold / rain.
Yeah.
And they ain't got bottle service. Fuck you doing here?
Trying to get saved.
Captain Saver.
For real. Well, that's how the truth. The only times I've really ever been to a club, I used to go to city nights when I was younger. Jesus.
That was kind of fun. Now you're 18, right? It's like, whatever.
Until you start to get a little bit older, you're like, oh, what the hell is this?
Man.
And by a little bit older, I mean like a couple hours being there. You know what I mean?
Like, I should not be here.
Exactly. They'll age you real quick.
It's weird, right? You see like these 40-year-old dudes in an 18-year-old club. You're like, these motherfuckers.
Well, I remember me and my friend, because we had like, it's the bouncer or the dude who owned it gave us some stupid like executive pass thing, which was really nothing. It was just like a way for him to get returning customers.
Yeah.
But we were like up on the second floor, and I remember looking down at this crowd of like all these young kids, and like you said, there was like one 50-year-old dude, like some Indian dude, like dancing in the middle of the thing, like going in. He was going in too. He was probably on something.
But you trying to put somebody on something.
For real. Those clubs are crazy. But the few times I've gone to like legit clubs, you're right. It was like with bottle service, and it was with friends. And we had significant others at the time.
Yeah.
So it just made sense. And it was so much more fun because we were like away from all these like sweaty, drunk, random dudes.
Right? It's like you ruining your shoes.
Yeah,
you got to fight to get a drink at the bar because everybody's trying to get a fucking drink.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like hundreds of people just on the dance floor.
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun, right? I like to go down there and dance sometimes. Bam, bam, bam. But it's like, why are you here if you ain't got bottle service?
For real.
You wasting time.
For real. Wasting money, too.
Wasting money.
Yeah.
I mean, well, shit, if you got bottle service, though, you know what I'm saying? You spending money for it.
Well, then you have money to spend, though, if you're doing bottle service.
You know what I mean? I guess it's levels to this shit, too, right? It's not everybody can afford bottle service.
Well, I remember one time I was at Temple in SF, and we had bottle service. And
were you upstairs or downstairs?
Upstairs.
Ah.
You don't like upstairs?
It's just, I like techno music. No, I don't like. I ain't gonna lie. I don't like techno.
Well, they weren't playing techno music.
They're playing rap.
Yeah.
At Temple.
Upstairs or downstairs?
It was probably downstairs, bro. That's where the rap's at. Upstairs, it's all the lights and the.
Yeah, you're right. It was. Yeah. There wasn't the DJ thing. It was downstairs.
Yeah.
It was for sure. Damn, it was downstairs.
I ain't hating on techno, but it's just not my forte.
Yeah, I can't handle it.
Yeah.
I don't get raves and stuff. We'll talk about that in a second, actually. But I remember I was walking to the bathroom and some dude tried to fight me, like immediately stepping out of the VIP area.
Try to fight you?
Yeah.
For what reason?
I don't know. I hate to say this, but I always feel like it's because like I was in VIP and he wasn't. And the girl I was with was pretty attractive. I thought she was at the time.
Trying to make a scene.
He was upset. He saw me. He was like, "Why is this guy so special?" And then I actually ended up getting kicked out.
What?
Which was ridiculous. Yeah, I'm not gonna take no shit. He like followed me in the bathroom and like was making a whole deal about it. I was like, "What's your problem, bro? I'm trying to take a piss."
Misery loves company, bro.
For real.
I had someone tell me the other day that my energy is too high and I should stop self-promoting myself.
What? What does that mean?
I'm like, I didn't know. And I let it affect my day where I was like, throughout the whole day, I'm like, what the fuck? Damn, like, should I not act like this? I not like this? What? Like, should I not be myself? Then I'm thinking, I'm me.
Yeah, fuck that.
I do what the fuck I want to do.
Exactly.
Just because you don't like what I do, that's your problem. That's a fucking personal problem.
100%.
You know, so then the next day, somebody else tried to say some shit to me, and I'm like, congratulations, you have an opinion. That's your thing. And it wasn't about anything I'm doing on this show or anything like that. It's just like, just somebody will come in, I'll be like, oh, how are you? And they'll be like, and then they'll ask me how I am. And I'll be like, amazing as always. Or I'll always have like a witty remark, about saying hello back to someone. Or, I'm doing good. Or I woke up looking great today.
Yeah.
And I guess some people aren't as confident in themselves as I am. So maybe it makes them feel insecure. Like, you know, maybe I should be more self-confident. I don't have that in me. Yeah. You know, I'm not trying to make myself seem like super confident, but I believe in my abilities. I believe in who I am. You know what I mean? And it's like, that shit just threw me off, and I let it affect my day, and I will never let that shit happen again. Because it's like, my opinions are my opinions. How I feel is how I feel. Yeah. The way I respond and react to things is how I react. Yeah. And if you got a problem with it, that's a fucking personal problem.
For real.
Go home, think about it, and, you know what I mean? Feel bad about it at home, but don't confront me on no bullshit because I am who I am. Yeah. You know what I mean? But
well, it's hard. It really it's very difficult to be able to not be affected by things.
We're human.
We're human.
Yeah.
And if something like, it's strange because even if like someone in your family gets affected by something, it's going to like in relation to you affect you as well.
Of course.
Just because you're correlated to them in some degree. And especially when someone like targets you, your personality. Because it's one thing to be like, oh, like physically you're not this or something. It's like, well, I can't fucking change that. You know,
I can't lie about it. It is what it is.
Exactly.
You know
right?
what I mean?
It's like, oh, you have a big nose. It's like, oh yeah, I know. Oh, what? And then they like get thrown off. But if someone's like attacking your personality, it's really hard not to like let it kind of get you sometimes. But then like you did, you just kind of be like, you know, fuck you, man. I'm just Be me.
But dude, I'll be honest, bro. Like that whole day, I was like,
I
was in my own thoughts about it. Like, I need to watch my energy.
Well, that's such a weird thing to say too. Like that's like some Confucius, like weird quote.
Yeah.
Like your energy is high enough.
I'm like, what do you mean by this?
Yeah.
And he couldn't even give me a good answer.
Was he foreign?
No, he just is a unhappy person. Doesn't have a significant other.
So he is
getting older. And I'm not trying to attack anyone, but I'm saying like I think this is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Getting older, don't got a significant other. Probably bored. Probably don't got that much going for yourself. You know what I mean? And it's like some people like to control whatever environment they're in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they feel like they can't control you.
Yeah.
Then they got to step in and kind of control it. You know what I mean? I was talking about my mom about this too, because she's got some coworkers, and they're like they're gossiping, right? And it's like I had to tell her like, Mom, some people have nothing going on outside of their job.
Yeah.
Like this is what they control. Like when they go home, their life sucks. You know what I mean? So when they're at work, they feel like they have a little bit of power. They can kind of do what they want to do.
Yeah.
They're going to kind of control the situation. So control whatever you think you can control. I'm going to go home and live my great fucking life and be happy and do whatever the fuck I want to do because I can.
Exactly.
And you're going to go home and be sad because you have nothing going on for your life.
100%.
You know what I mean? I had to tell my mom that too because she was talking about it. And I'm like, Mom, let these people be miserable. You know what I mean? They want you to be miserable too. But guess what? When you leave there, you got beautiful children, you got a great husband, you got a great life. You know what I mean? What can you complain about?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like people just love to be miserable and they want you to be miserable too.
Exactly. They want to try to derail you. Someone told me one time when I was like tripping about some shit, super intelligent dude. Shout out Scott Vincent. He's actually going through some crazy shit right now. Like came back from a vacation and like found hella mold in his house.
Oh shit.
And the insurance company isn't giving him money back or something crazy. This whole fucking thing. It's like super sad to see when shit like that happens. Good luck to you, Scott. But he told me one time, stay in your lane because your lane is dope. And I was like, damn, like super simple, but like it hit me something tough. Because I was like tripping about something that someone had said or like tripping about something specific. I forget what the context was.
Yeah.
But all he said was stay in your lane because your lane is dope. And like it's literally like if people are hating on you, it's like whatever, I'm going to stay in my lane. Like if I was happy before you said whatever you said to me, that means I was doing good and I'm fine. So why would I let you steer me from the thing I was already doing?
And they don't even have their own lane.
Exactly. And they're trying
You ain't got nothing going.
Yeah. If anything, they're trying to bump you a little bit so they can jump in your lane. Like, hey, scoot over. It's like, nah, get out
Let me do my thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
People are crazy, dude.
Sheesh.
For real. But I think that's about it. I think
kind of sums it up, man.
I can sum it up right there.
Got a lot off my chest.
Exactly. That was a good one, man. I feel relieved.
Hell yeah.
I feel relieved.
You gonna say 369 or what?
Nah. Nah, well, he's not gonna be called 6'9". He's gonna come out called 96, different color hair, no tattoos. I'm curious for that. I saw a picture of him. He had a mask over his face when he was coming out the courtroom.
Oh, no way.
Straight up witness. Had a dude with a fucking shotgun with him, like FBI dude.
Oh,
yeah.
for real, for real.
Yeah, no, yes, 100%. Yeah, they're not playing around with this.
Shit, I didn't know it was that serious.
Well, you look who it is. Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, we'll get you an update with that on the next episode of For All I Know. Travis Fisher, Gerald Seals.